Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for May 6th, Thursday, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. Everybody wants to be extraordinary, and that is the search of the ego, to be someone who is special, unique, and incomparable. This is the paradox. The more you try to be exceptional, the more ordinary you look, because everyone is after extraordinariness. It is such an ordinary desire. The very search to be ordinary is actually extraordinary, because rarely does someone want to be a nobody. Rarely does someone want to be a hollow, empty space. Yet this is really extraordinary, because nobody wants it. So when you become ordinary, you become extraordinary. Osho. Stillness is the greatest achievement one can have in this life. Stillness. Do you ever feel, I think all of us have, at one time or another, a bit overstimulated or overwhelmed by the complicated, fast-paced systems we are all operating within? You may realize we are living in a very, very exciting times that can be a bit too much to digest. This world and its consciousness are changing faster than ever before. And sometimes our minds have trouble navigating these changes. Now, the good news is that we all have a choice. We don't have to let chaotic feelings of being overwhelmed rule our existence. We can learn how to let go. Relax, remain receptive to what this life has to offer all of us. You can choose to refocus your energies on what is healing and create a more relaxed and enjoyable way of living and deeply nourishing your body, mind, and soul. It's good to know that we humans can only reap the richest and most fulfilling rewards this life has to offer when we are living from a relaxed, centered, and peaceful place. To transcend something, it helps to better understand it. So, what really causes overwhelm? It first originates from those deeper beliefs that we say that we should or shouldn't be experiencing something, and then we judge the experience that we are having. Overwhelm can often contain this eternalized time pressure from deadlines that you, not your boss, have placed on yourself. And this means you choose to have too much to do in too little time. And this is all about over-promising to ourselves and under-delivering. If you continue buying into all the things your mind says you have to do, and how everything must be done as soon as possible, happiness can seem like an impossible dream. Now, if you believe that all the ideas your mind is constantly spinning around you like a spider web, you will start feeling trapped in your life. And thoughts are harmless in themselves. It is when you latch on to your thoughts like a life preserver and believe that they are the true reality of your existence that suffering is created in your world. If you are constantly chasing the illusions of your mind, you will simply end up tired, frustrated, and overwhelmed. See, our minds have been programmed to endlessly search, seek, and pillage to find happiness, fulfillment, and abundance in the outer world. And this is a constant search that will never, ever satisfy you and can only bring exhaustion. This is the perfect experience. So you will retire the mind and discover the infinite spiritual source of your being. And the only way we can find that true happiness and fulfillment our mind desperately seeks is to recognize that the God source is always here now. When we connect with that peaceful stillness that is who we truly are, we automatically feel a deep sense of fulfillment. And this is when we will naturally relax and see the futility of striving so hard for outer contentment. Imagine what it would be like to fully relax right into this moment and stop worrying so much about achieving something in the next moment. Simply choose to allow your mind and physical body to completely relax. And if you truly know that the now moment is perfect, and focus simply on what you are doing in each single second instead of the future, you will naturally start to relax. It is impossible to feel overwhelmed when you are completely present in the now and to the now and see the perfection of the now moment, because overwhelm is a feeling generated by future thoughts. Understand that. Being overwhelmed is a feeling generated by future thoughts. So if you start to feel overwhelmed by your life, simply stop and begin to practice the fine art of trusting the perfection of each moment as it arises. Now, whenever we start to feel overwhelmed, the best thing to do is to simply take a few deep breaths in. Most of us breathe in very shallow ways because we are constantly being driven by all of the thoughts our mind is throwing at us. Each time we take a deep breath, we relax our body, mind. The more we breathe deeply, the more we naturally let go of feelings of stress and begin feeling more peaceful and centered about our lives. These bodies that we are in may resist relaxation at first, yet if we imagine that everyone we love is looking at us with eyes of love, our bodies will eventually melt and let go. This universe is literally holding us in a warm cradle of love. It is taking care of all of our needs. And all you need to do, choose to do, is simply focus on relaxing your body, mind, so that you can receive all of this love and support. A relaxed body-mind is a receptive one that is open to receiving support and help from the universe. The more receptive your body-mind is, the easier it is for you to navigate through your life. Every morning, as soon as you wake up, bring your attention to your breath. At first, you're not in the habit of doing it, so you practice it, you'll get there. Bring your attention to your breath. Notice how open, relaxed, and peaceful you are. You may be really relaxed or barely conscious that you're relaxed. So just upon waking up, watch the breath during these precious moments. It will soon open you up to finding a sense of freedom and spaciousness inside you. Use this time to free your mind from all concerns and relax deeper into the spacious, creative energy that you are. Hang out in this spacious feeling as long as you can. And then during your day, take time to return to the memory of this feeling, to re-enter and explore the spacious feeling again and enjoy it. Most of us, when we get up in the morning, get up in the morning instead of be in the morning. So understand that whatever the conscious mind thinks and believes, the subconscious identically creates. Whatever the conscious mind thinks and believes, the subconscious identically creates. Brian Adams. We are so close as a people and a civilization, some of us, to understanding what it is to be alive in these bodies. There is a way of living your life that is so conscious, so purely intentional and alive, that you are guaranteed to manifest the life you desire. How about that? It happens when we begin to understand and practice the basic manifesting principles of the universe. The first is that your thoughts create your reality. I don't think a lot of people realize that. I don't even think they give it even the time of day. I don't think they believe it. They think that everything around them creates it. But your thoughts create your reality in every single moment. And that you are pure consciousness behind each thought you may choose or not choose to entertain. See, when you're consciously aware, you choose your thoughts. When you're unconscious, the thoughts choose you. And most of them aren't you. They aren't yours. This revolutionary empowering consciousness is already here now. When we stop all efforting, scheming, and trying to find it or create it, we instantly see the simple fact that it is here right now. So if you want to become richer, more lovable, successful, or even more conscious that it is all fine and dandy, just know that these are ideas and not the potent, powerful essence of who you are. Consciousness instantly reveals itself when you realize that you are not this mind or its desires. That's a big one. When you realize, each of us realize, you are not this mind, and nor its desires. The pure state of consciousness is unfolding your version of reality for you to enjoy. Okay? Unfolding your version of reality for you to enjoy. Excuse me, as you decide to perceive it in each moment all around you. It loves you that much. So just surrender to it and investigate this pure consciousness that's here now and how there is nothing you can do to change it. Why is it? What's the reason that this life can be so challenging? Well, it is because of one main obstacle for all of us. We get over-identified with the mind and certain thoughts that it becomes attached to or avoids. The mind can get hooked like a Velcro to certain rules, ideas, feelings, memories, and experiences that make us feel trapped. It's like a spider caught in its own web. The more it struggles, the more wrapped up and stuck it gets. The only way out of this mind trap is to surrender to the source of who you are. The source of who you are. One of the greatest secrets to untangling yourself and spinning a new web around you is in exploring the truth of what and who you really are. If you just practice using the mind to free the mind from all the thoughts it's been wrapped up in and attached to, you just get more mentally active. Instead of playing the game of the mind, start dismantling it. Let the mind weave the web it wants to weave, yet choose to focus on the light and consciousness within. This is the most enlightening and empowering place to be for any of us, and it will greatly increase our manifesting vibration. We will become a super manifesting magnet for what we want. So be wise about choosing what you want. The experiences that you'll attract to you can only bring you into a more enlightened perspective when you abide in the knowing that consciousness is natural, effortless, and it is the essential eternal state of what and who you already are. You see, all of us are pure consciousness. This is the God within us. Most of us aren't curious about this consciousness. If we think that we know it, let that thought go. It's just a thought. And it's not actually pure consciousness itself. Drop all ideas about who you truly are and liberate yourself completely. This consciousness is truly unknowable and cannot be pinned down as something that we understand once we are forever done with it. It is as infinite as this universe, and it is here for us to explore throughout our entire lifetime. Our job is to gently unfold it and discover this dynamic divine being that we all already are. It's not something you become, it's something that you are. And this consciousness is the God source. And it is everywhere. And everything. The secret to discovering it is in being vulnerable, open, and receptive to this moment. Be honest with yourself about what your experience is, and then let that experience go. Be honest with yourself about what your experience is, and then let that experience go. Now, if resistance is there, become that wall and let it go. Explore every experience that arises until it is finished, and let it go. Your life will become so much more rich and juicy and full of aliveness. Consciousness is not cold, hard, or rigid by any means. It contains a sacred warmth that you'll only find in the heart of it. This love is the love of your essence, and it is already inside your heart, right here, right now. All you do is surrender to what is true and real. All of us choose, as you ascend, you move into higher vibrational frequency. So it's like, this is our journey, and the journey is within, guys. It's not all the time and effort that we put outside of ourselves. That really slows us down. It's like every morning, every single morning, become completely still, silent, and relax into this pure consciousness. Is you. This is what we are, pure consciousness. Now, I'm not saying that this is a cinch. This may be the hardest or easiest thing that you've ever explored. So if you first don't find it, just relax deeper. It is already, always here now. All it takes is total surrender to what is. And when you do this, then you can enjoy the ride completely. When you, and what about everything that's going on for everybody, however you view it, whatever you, all the craziness. Find the center of the storm. Find the center of the cyclone of life, of this life, and you'll discover deep, profound peace. Find it when you get hurried, stressed, irritated, angry, worried about loved ones. Find the center of the storm. Find the center of the cyclone of this life, and you'll discover deep, profound peace. And you begin to realize that your mind often acts like a storm of energy and information spewing out all sorts of thoughts and ideas about this world. It can make the world around you seem chaotic, exciting, boring, or way too much to handle. So your mind is like an overused machine that never gets a break, and it's always very, very, very busy. All day long, it's spinning around its thoughts, chattering 1,000 miles an hour about this and that. It's as if your mind is caught in its own cranks, wheels, and gears, spinning in the same patterns for years, and years that it once created. It's easy for any of us to get caught in the whirling mind. And these turbulent thoughts can make our lives appear as if it is off course. It can feel like you are being tossed in many different directions as your mind can throw out random harsh thoughts at you like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Why did you say that? You don't have time for this. Get a real life. Why did you mess that up? Get back to work. What am I having for dinner? The mind can be rude, mean, and make you feel inadequate. It can take you down these roads of thinking that can make you think there is no happiness inside whatsoever. We must choose to stop living in the mind. Utterly and truly and completely exhausting for all of us. Living in the mind. It is utterly, truly, and completely exhausting. It is a good thing that there are many ways to get off. With each of these thoughts slamming into us, we may notice that we have the choice to react to them or just watch them sail by. And by reacting to all of the crazy mind chatter, we will be thrown back into the tornado of this life. If we choose instead to sit back from our minds, become the observer, we will discover that we can create a comfortable distance from every thought that passes by. Finding this observer in each and every one of us is where we become the master of the words of our psyche. It's a choice. Set the intention right now to recognize the personal nature of your typical storm. Then you may notice what are the concerns, responsibilities, and fears created by your mind, and how they are truly an illusion. There's really nothing that has to be done. We are connected with existence, and that is enough. We don't have to do anything to be someone special to continue to exist. Our minds may believe that something important needs to get done or else we will die. Yet this is the type of fear-based thinking that creates those 300-mile-an-hour winds at a hurricane lifestyle. And the real truth is that we are complete, whole, and truly perfect exactly as we are now in this very moment. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. I'm sure we all are. The first thing that we care to do, relax the body. Everything starts with relaxing the body that you're in. Relax it. Head to toe, inside and out. The only way you know how to relax your body is that you're not in it, you're of it, you're watching it. And you let all the stress factors, all these thoughts that we create into reality, just like I just shared, where you're not going to be in a fear-based thinking that creates massive storms in your life. So you surrender the things that you've attached, the fear, the anxiety, the stress, the worry, the concern, the hurriedness, the helter-skelter. You let it all go. And why? It'll just fall away. Remember, you're the master and commander of that body. You, the God, the pure consciousness. You're the master of that body. You steer it. You take care of it. You improve it. But you're always going to be the master, whether you know it or not. So as you relax that body, where it just basically goes into the arms of you, the God, you hold the body, you cradle the body. And as you do that, all of us move into the now. The now is all we have. The now is omnipotently powerful. The future is not there. We haven't even created it yet. The past is long gone, deader than a doornail. Everything in that past. The mind will try to bring it up to you, though. It will. It'll try to bring it up to you over and over again. All the past. What you did, what you didn't do. You know? We are moving forward always. We are never standing still. We are not ever looking behind us at a past that is dead. Whatever we've done in the past is dead. It's gone. It was the moment. It was the now. But it is gone. Only thing that counts is what we do in this now. What we focus on. This is true relaxing. Some of us, we go into the past. Yeah, I think all of us do on occasion. We have memories and we reminisce and we kind of embrace things, and it's fun. It gives us a good heart feeling. But we don't stay there. We move forward. Some of us stay there, though. We stay there so long. We live in that past so long. How can you live in something that's dead? That's the point. But some of us do. It's like an elephant graveyard. It's just a bunch of carcasses and bones, and it's all dank and, misty, smoggy, foggy. And so we stay there so long that we take that past, we bring it into a future that doesn't exist, and we create that future from that past. Then we relive that past in that future. And that's why so many on this planet can't figure out, no matter what they do, they seem to end up in a very familiar place. Some of us will go into the future. The future doesn't exist because we haven't created it yet. And we wander. We wander. We say, when is this going to happen? And why am I not having this? And how come this is happening? And, when is this going to happen? Where is it going to happen? And I'm tired of this, and I can't understand this. See, it's not there. Look at all the energy that we allow the mind to take us through. So the now is the space between heartbeats. It's only the moment you're in that you're focused on. You're not focused on 10 years from now, 5 years from now, tomorrow, 10 minutes from now. You're only focused on the now. How do you stay in the now? Our breath. Our breath is absolute divine positive energy. It sustains this vessel that houses the kingdom of God, the pure God, the consciousness. Now the soul, powers this body, which then creates the breath that came from the God. You see how it's all interlinked. How can your breath not be divine? It cannot not. Most of us don't even breathe a lot of the times, even during the day. We don't even recognize our breath. We take it for granted. So you focus on your breath, and every single time you'll be in the now. 3,000%. Because we wander. Again, these thoughts, right? The thought highway. And they're just zooming by, all these thoughts. Most of them aren't yours. But see, this is what happens if these thoughts zoom by and we grab onto them, we float off out of the now. In the negative, we just do it. So when we're consciously aware that we're doing it, we just say, okay, I'll focus on my breath and I'll be in the now. And you will, every time. This is our home, the now. It stills the mind, the ego mind. It stills the subconscious mind. You step out of it. You're not in it anymore. You're actually viewing it, watching it. The mind, the ego, you're watching them. You understand how they operate. Then you get to the point where they become your servants. They make great servants. They make horrible masters. So you begin to realize that, okay, so I understand my ego. I understand that. I understand the mind. I don't care to participate in them. They are not me. So you see, and you look in your body, and you see there's a lot of chakras in our bodies, but we focus just on the 7 from the tailbone to the top of the head. Okay? Otherwise, people would become so confused because there are so many different ones. These are the central understanding of the free-flowing energy that we are. So you look at you see a red wheel of light. Really brilliant red, not like reds on this planet, just much more brilliant. And this sets it's called the root chakra, and it sets right at your tailbone. It's not something you can pick up or pick out of the body. It's etherical, which means it's in the spiritual realm. So And it functions. All of these chakras function because you, the God, the pure consciousness, runs through them, flows through them. And this means that the body is literally controlled by you, the pure consciousness, the God. But most of us have no clue that that's what we are able to do, that we are in the mastership of this body. So the God of which you are in that body flows through that body. And these energy vortexes, these chakras, this is what affects all of these chakras, these 7 main chakras. They affect your organs, your emotions, everything about that body. It is an absolute finite road map of your entire body, how it functions, what are the areas, where does the energy flow from the God through the body. You, the God, the pure consciousness, flowing through that body. You're the electrical brain paths, the synapses, the neurotransmitters. You're everything. You, the God, the pure consciousness in that body. So you look at the root chakra, the red wheel of light. And the root chakra, the Muladhara, is our survival, these bodies' survival, right? Career, money, mindset, sense of belonging. And our emotional issues are survival issues, such as financial independence, money, and food. When that gets messed up, and you don't have the understanding of the map, then you get really clogged up. And it's connected to your spine, rectum, legs, arm, circulatory system. And the thing that blocks it is fear. Fear just starts as a thought. Then we move to the orange wheel of light. It deals with our pleasure, the Vadhisthana, the sacral chakra. This is our sexuality and pleasure. It's our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. Our emotional issues with this, sense of abundance, well-being, our pleasure, sexuality. And on this planet, they've tried to skew up our sexuality so much that it's bad, it's not good. Physical association, reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, and immune system. What blocks that? Guilt. Then we move to the yellow wheel of light. This is our willpower, solar plexus chakra, Manipura. It's our personal power and ability to channel. It's our ability to be confident and in the flow of our lives. Our emotional issues are self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. A lot of us are really, really having issues with self-esteem, as well as self-confidence and self-worth. Physical association, central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, and skin. What blocks it? Shame. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light. Heart chakra, Anahata. It's our ability to love. Our emotional issues are love, joy, and inner peace. And our physical association, heart, thymus, lower lungs, circulatory system, and immune system. Then we move to the throat chakra, the Vishuddha, the blue wheel of light. This is our self-expression. This is our ability to communicate. It is the truth. It's our truth. Our physical associations of thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, and vocal cords. Feel the God that you are in the consciousness, pure consciousness as you are. You're flowing through this body that you're in. And these are the energy vortexes that you flow through. Now, what blocks our throat chakra? Which deals with truth, lies. Then we move to the indigo wheel of light. Third eye chakra, the ajna. This deals with insight, sense of purpose, seeing the big picture, intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. Physical associations, pituitary glands, eyes, and sinuses. Then, what blocks it? Illusion. And finally, the crown chakra. This deals with cosmic energy. This is our connection to the divine, fully connected spiritually to the God, the pure consciousness that we are. Our emotional issues are inner and outer beauty, our connection to spirituality and pure bliss. Our physical associations, pineal gland, brain, and nervous system. What blocks it? Ego attachment. Now, a lot of us think, oh, wait, I got my ego under control. You can bring the ego out in everyone if you just know how to do it. It's not too fun. It's not something you really care to practice. So we flow. Not only as you, the God, force, love, light, energy, the pure consciousness flowing through these energy vortexes known as chakras, you are the chi, the ki, the prana that the body can maneuver. Many have never learned that. They never learn it. It takes thousands of lifetimes for many just to get to that point of knowing how. So our divine positive energy, our breath, our God force love light energy, flowing through these energy vortexes up through the center of our body, connected to all of our organs, emotions, and everything. Everything that body is. Now we hold them. We hold these energies at the top of the head. We compress and condense them into pure liquid energy, and we release them over our pineal gland. You see how this moves, this flow, this energy. This is omnipotently powerful. Now, you view your pineal gland however you choose to through your heart, mind's motion picture. It's very important to us while we're in these bodies. It is actually, it connects us to all the particles of existence. Everything and everything, nothing and nothing. But none of us have a fully functioning, healthy, vibrational pineal yet. We will. It's getting there. So we see it, view it however we choose. I see it as a green ball rosebud. I pour this omnipotently powerful liquid energy over it. It instantaneously transforms into this massive rose, fully blown, and it has multicolored petals, and it's sending out like a shimmering wave that just surrounds, saturates me from head to toe, inside and out. It is so penetrating that the deep eternal love, the deep eternal gratitude, and the deep eternal peace that I experience in this body are just they're indescribable. They're just absolutely phenomenal. It's a place that you discover, and then you figure it out that the rose is you, and you are the rose. And the rose represents the God, the pure consciousness. And it is showing you through the pineal gland of who and what you truly are. These bodies that we're in the higher self, the spirit, the soul, the pure consciousness, the God, the subconsciousness, the ego mind, the heart mind, all one. And we are heaven on this earth. We cannot not be. It isn't even debatable. Of course, the ego mind will try to debate it with you. The soul is the heaven, the body is the earth. And every single step that we take, we're creating paradise. And we also shine our light out. We don't hide it within, we shine it out. The light emanates from the true God, pure consciousness that we are. And we don't just shine it like a flashlight. We shine it 360 degrees, and it literally fans out in pulsing movements and saturates everyone around us. All life, the highest supreme value, even a blade of grass, wherever you are, this light is your God, the God within you. And it's shining everywhere, and it's saturating everything, as the rose does when we focus on our chakras. And this fans out, not only saturating all life, the highest supreme value in the universe, all of our brothers and sisters, whether they're awake or asleep, inside and out, above and below, but not only this planet, this solar system, this galaxy, this universe. Remember, you are the universe, and the universe is you. There isn't any separation. So we have a God planet that has nearly 8 billion gods, all glowing. And so this planet, you cannot see it no matter where you're at in existence. That's the transition of this planet. So we are all parts of each other. We make up the collective consciousness. Now, not all of us, not all the parts of us is awake. Some of the parts of us are asleep. We seek out those who are somewhat consciously aware, the parts of us. So we have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. We have the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Christ, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, El Morya. Yahweh, Yeshua. Many, many, many more. The archangels, their civilization vibrate at a different frequency than we do, so we don't see them like we see each other. We meet with them. We interact with them. Could be a guy working on your car. Doesn't matter, you know. They show up a lot of different ways. And they all have the same message. They just deliver them in different ways, many different ways. Isn't it absolutely phenomenal and fantastic to be alive in these bodies? It's magna glorious. Or the good, the bad, and the ugly. It is just an absolute privilege to be alive in these bodies. And see, when we meet with them, it's not like we know it right away. Oh, hi, you're an angel. It usually comes over us after we have met with them, talked with them. And then the bliss that we have, that we are within this body, bubbles to the surface. Now, they can surround any single one of us in the tens of thousands. Because of their vibrational frequency, they can hold a large number in a small area. And that is bliss. The ascended masters are those who have mastered physical form, ascending into physical form and out of physical form, and hold pure God form, pure consciousness. We have ascended into these physical forms to master these physical forms, create our experiences while we're in these physical forms to perfect our creation. Some of us will become aware enough where we will understand who and what we are and that we are the light, so that when we decide to leave these bodies, we will know that we are the light and that we will not follow the light because we are the light. We reach out to all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, agartha, and beneath earth. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light, and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. Now, they come in the billions, and they're with us now consciously. We call upon all the light energy beings out there that are in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And they come in the Gugaplexes. One Gugaplex fills this entire universe with no sacred space to spare. Now, they come in trillions of Gugaplexes from trillions of universes, from every direction, and they are with us now, consciously. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials, yet only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and the forming of this circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with just a smidgen of them. Over 1,000 travel through this solar system every single day. Trillions throughout the universes every single day. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light, and the complete liberation of this planet. Now, the ones that we're kind of familiar with, the Pleiadians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the Sirians, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they, in uncountable numbers, are with us now consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming of the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And they come into billions, and they're with us now consciously. We call upon all light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. Now, we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. They come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, and configurations which we've never seen. Matter of fact, we only see 1% of what is. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And they come in the trillions, and they're with us now consciously. And we're all gathered arm in arm, hand in hand. We're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance. We're all one. And we're all God. And we're all love. And our God force love light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We all immediately form a massive circle of light around the equator of this planet in this now. This light emanates from the God source, the God, the pure consciousness within each and every one of us. It is so brilliant that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take over 1,000 billion suns in this solar system alone to even compare to its radiance. And we're flooding everything and everything on this planet, in it, on it, above it, and below it. All light. The highest supreme value in the universes. All of our brothers and sisters, awake or asleep. Everything. We're flooding it because we are everything. We cannot not flood it. And one of the biggest things about it, and most important for all of us, is that we're consciously aware of it. Do you understand the craziness on this planet right in this now? Because all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies just can't handle it. They aren't equipped to be in the higher frequencies. We begin to ascend above this planet. And as we do, we're immediately met with this massive ocean of glitter. It's everywhere. It's flashing. The colors are indescribable. They're so brilliant, beautiful, and there's trillions of different kinds of colors. They're all flashing back and forth all over the place, back and forth between all of us. We zero in on the source of the flashing, the reflection. These little tiny microscopic etch mirrors, of which we can enter them endlessly. And then we discover this, all of us, part of the one, the God. And we're all teaching and learning from each other. It's never ending on this journey. This journey is never ending. We're always learning from each other and teaching each other. It's absolutely magnificent. And it never ends. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We aren't there yet, for the most part. We will come to the conscious understanding that the God within these bodies heals the body. It powers it. It heals it. It regenerates it. We're then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds us all that from head to toe, inside and out, we are imbued with a white fire armor. This white fire armor emanates from the God source, pure consciousness within each and every one of them. Cannot be penetrated, cannot be violated, cannot be dispersed, seduced, manipulated. No lower dark matter, survival matter frequency can come near it. No attachments, no demons, no nothing. Yet. Only you. Only you. Only you have the power that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough, whether consciously or unconsciously, through envy, greed, hatred, anger, deceit, deception, manipulation, fear, stress, you will create a breach in your white fire armor enough to allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do decide to do this, you're immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutralized substance, send them to pure consciousness where they are literally vaporized and no more. We're then met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute and cleanse and purify the area where all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our vibrational frequency of the highest high, of pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is the column of light that reminds us all that we are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the rain, the rainbows. We are the sunsets and the sunrises. We are the rivers, the oceans, the lakes, the streams. We are the animals. We are the trees, the forest, the soil, the sky, the clouds. We are everything. Everything is us. So the next time you see a sunset or a sunrise, and you just look at the vastness of it and the grandeur and divineness of it, it is you. It is you. We continue to ascend above this planet. Some of us step outside our physical forms and hover effortlessly above them. Those of us carrying physical forms, and why? How? Because we can. And then we come into full view contact with this massive crystalline light tower. Now, we created this tower. It's larger than this solar system. In the center of it is this oblong sphere. It has a golden white ball of light in the center of it. It is surrounded by absolutely numerous rings of vibrating lights of multitude of colors. They are all sending waves through us all, saturating us head to toe, inside and out. The golden white ball of light, pure, deep, eternal love. Then comes gratitude. Then comes peace, well-being, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, great wealth, great abundance, great prosperity. And we discover that it is the God that we are. All of this is. At the top, we designed this so the golden ocean can come cascading down. As it is now, has been eternally. This is pure, deep, eternal love. It's flooding us all, head to toe, inside and out. All of our brothers and sisters, awake or asleep, all life, highest supreme value in the universe, non-stop. And you see, we are the drops of this golden ocean, the golden ocean. And we also hold the essence of this golden ocean. And the drops are the golden ocean, and the golden ocean are the drops. The only illusion is separation. We then see our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. We all created this sphere over 3 years ago. It houses almost 1,400 of our meditations in perpetual motion. Feel that through your heart, minds. Almost 1,400 meditations, hundreds of millions of us on and off world, every day. The highest of the highest high intents of pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace, saturating us all, head to toe, inside and out. We are the sphere. We are the meditations. Can you see the liberation? Can you see the frequencies? Feel them? Ever continuing to ascend. The power in this is unstoppable. The God, the collective consciousness, cannot be stopped. It is the creation of all creation and beyond. This is why this sphere continues to intensify, continues to expand. This is why it can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Feel this. It is for us to discover that we are the God, that we have not been anything else ever, that we are pure consciousness, that it is our decision collectively to transform this planet, the entire civilization, all life, the highest supreme value in the universe. And that is exactly which is transpiring. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Move easily and slowly. We're all on a journey to discover that what is housed in these bodies is the God. We are not these bodies. We are not our names. We are pure consciousness, the God source. Once we get that down through our own direction and choosing, everything that you knew will no longer be. You will be in total bliss and harmony. You will exist through that body in a complete paradise. It cannot not be. It only relies on one thing: for you to discover. Take that with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, into the following morning. And we will return here Friday, May 7th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our Global Guided Meditation call, and 9 p.m. tomorrow night, our Reverse Aging call. Learn how to master the body.